Tell them to stay away from the hot tubs. They'll be all right.
Welcome back to CrawlCast. For those of you who are watching, no, we are not in a different location. We are just in a different spot in the condo. We are still here in Moab, Utah for Memorial Day Jeep Safari, unofficial. We went from hashtag NOAB 2020 to Moab 2020. So everything's good, but we are joined today by some more special guests. We have Will from Artec and Travis from Krawler.
Also known as the cutest couple in off-road.
It's pretty darn cute.
That's so cute.
Oh, look at them. Oh, my God. So jealous.
Don't hate.
So we had
You're right. I'm hating.
We had an awesome day out on the trail today. We went and ran Pritchett Canyon, which was super good. I mean, what do we have? 25 rigs probably.
A lot.
So we had a big group, minimal damage. So we got everybody off the trail. And I mean, besides getting a little spread out and not all coming off the trail together, we pretty much got off the trail quickly and had time to play in the sand dunes and all that good stuff. I know Will bailed on us again for the second trip in a row.
I didn't bail. I just set the pace.
Okay.
Set it all the way to the condo.
But
The same pace as Gerald.
Yeah.
But it was Travis's first time ever on Pritchett Canyon. So can you talk to us about that a little bit, Travis?
Yeah. Honestly, words can't describe it. Like there's most people watch videos and they're not put in perspective of what it really is. And when you first drop in and see Chewy, you're like, we're going up that? And then you go up it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have no option. You have no option. Once you drop in, you're there. So,
Well, not only that, but the first obstacle, you drop into that and you're committed.
yeah.
Because after that, I mean, you could back out, obviously, but as you see people coming in, you're like, start to feel like, oh, fuck, I need to turn around.
Well, on the way here, I've never been to Moab, right? Never wheeled anyone on the East or West Coast. On the way here, I was pretty nervous. We hit Hells. We drop the trailer off, pull the Jeeps off. First thing we do, we don't even put our bags inside. We just hit Hell's Revenge.
That's always a terrible idea to hit the trail that way.
Well,
Ask us why.
Because you guys went with Chris.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We did not have
and or Marvin or Andrew Bailey.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed breakage.
well, we
But we did break.
did break. We'll get to that.
Twice.
Yeah, I broke 2.5 times.
Two and one half.
2.5 times. But so we drop our thing, hit Hells, and you pull into Hells, and you see the like lion's backs, and he's bombing it. 2-wheel drive, bombing it, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Also bombing.
Then as soon as you see that first huge hill, you're like, there's no way. Walks right up. So like as you progress in time here, you start getting used to it and you realize that what you can do here, you can't really do anywhere else.
Yeah, Moab has a strange way of overconfidentizing. That's a word now. Look it up. It'll be in the dictionary by tomorrow.
It checks out.
Drivers, like I come out here and I do crazy shit and then go back home and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's like 4 high obstacle. And I'm like,
And you're on your lid.
yeah, and I'm on my side. Like, well, never mind.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's this cool thing
It does
called
check out as
traction.
well.
And I wasn't the only one bombing. Chambliss was right behind me.
Yeah, Chambliss is bombing too. But back to braking.
Yeah.
This guy loves to borrow my Jeep for stuff he knows something bad's gonna happen.
You always get a rental, right?
Yeah.
Just borrow it.
So we hit
Get
one of
the
the
full insurance and everything.
Yeah, right.
we did Hell's Gate. We're coming back on the other side. We get to the tubs. We did the first little tub right next to Devil's.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, it's pretty dry in there. And I'm like, cool. And he's like, do it. And I'm like, no.
Good answer.
Yeah, no. And then he's like, well, then can I try? And I'm like, No, actually, let's reverse. He didn't say, "Can I try?" He said, "Can I pull it in for a picture for the gram?" And I
did.
That's a wrong.
That's an
also wrong
excuse.
answer.
That's an excuse, right?
he says that's an excuse to get in there, but I'm like, dude, you can do whatever you want. He pulls it in, and he's like, "Fuck it." Goes to send it, and I just see fluid pissing everywhere. Rips the ram off the mount, breaks the fitting, fluid's going everywhere. And I have the JL, so you need that electric power steering fluid. We had no fluid. So I drove without steering off of Hell's Revenge at night.
Well, listen. It broke because somebody used a steering stabilizer bracket to man a PSC Ram too.
That was my bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
That was my bad.
So it snapped right off the second I tried to turn on Devil's Hot Tub.
Yeah.
It just snapped and fluid started blowing everywhere.
Were you
Should
trying to
happen.
get up against that wall?
Yeah, and then we zip tied the Ram on, and it made it out.
At least you didn't roll it like
We had
Doug
like
did.
1,000
Right.
zip ties on it.
Is that where it was Devils?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Doug
dumped it
Langford.
backing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went up it, played around for a little bit, and was backing out, wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
in the front
he hit
end,
that side, yeah.
He went all the way driver and backed up and just tipped it over.
It was so slow, like an old man getting into a hot bath. That's how slow it was just to roll.
Hey, I
Like,
take offense to that. I am not an old man, but I take my time getting in hot water.
It's actually a reference from Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
That's how old I am.
I didn't flop it, just it snapped off. And
Yeah, it was good. But then back to Pritchett. I think one of the reasons why a lot of us were so successful is we have some of the best spotting there is,
Absolutely.
right? JP, Gerald, he helped me out half the day. No hangups. It was-
Will's a little more reckless. He's like,
Dude,
just go from there. I'm like, from here. He's like, yeah.
Send
Can
it.
you stack another rock right there first?
No, just send it.
He was like,
You're
just
good.
go. Did you see my tie rod?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Bent.
or my
He didn't get.
You can't stop. Once you commit, you gotta go. You just can't stop.
Yeah. Good times.
made it.
We watched that from Sean West for several minutes on Axel Hill today. He'd get up that like slick part, and you have to like keep your momentum to get your front tires up that next hump or whatever. And you get up that slick part and stop, and then try to crawl.
Yeah,
and Gerald was like, "No, back down, and roll all the way through it. I'll tell you when to stop."
Yeah.
No, it would just be and go.
Yeah.
That's his favorite
go.
term. Go. So
Yeah,
it works out. It's the problem is it's so intimidating. Like when you're down there and you
Oh, yeah.
you see Axel Hill.
Well, a lot of
Like-
time you're like, hey, dude, I can't see you spotting way up there. Can you
Yeah.
walk down here a little bit?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Video and photos it looks
They
so,
don't do it justice.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
tough. It's tough to make it look the way it looks, and that's why we generally put ourselves in the position to get ran over because we're trying to make it look the way it's supposed to look. But it's still hard to.
Hey, hats off to you guys.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks,
thanks. I was
guys.
like, why am
Appreciate
I taking my hat
that.
off? Fuck you.
He's got a gnarly tan line.
Well, camera can't see it
We all do.
because it's on the other side of my head.
But overall, what did you think?
Every year I'm coming back. I mean, life changing. It's probably the best week I've ever had, especially behind the wheel of Jeep. Like every year coming
Dude.
back.
You should see his face when he realized the Lexus was
Oh,
up
at the end?
waterfall.
Actually,
Hammered it.
He was like,
I heard it. I was
"Holy
like,
shit."
super proud.
We're
but-
sitting up there.
He's like,
We're sitting
"What?"
up there at Rock Pile, and I can hear it in the background, and I think it finally caught Ryan's attention. Just like you're like, "Whoa!" Ryan's like, "No!" Oh well.
So I told her, I'm like, once you go, you have to go. Don't
There-
stop.
They're talking about my fiance, by the way, who's never off-wheeled in her life.
Yeah.
Let her drive my JK yesterday a little bit.
Oh, well, second time.
Yeah, I was like, hey, whoever wants to
Today.
get in the JK and drive it forward, go for it. Like, you're not going to break it from here to the top. I mean, you could, but it's highly
Yeah.
unlikely.
So you know how there's that first steep part, and then it kind of she stopped right there. I'm like, don't stop, just go. Like, and then she just
floors it.
like, it made it off. Yeah.
I was walking up and I see her walking up, cresting the hill, and she had the biggest smile.
She was
She
smiling.
was like,
the whole
sorry.
time.
Yeah, fuck you guys, because now I have to buy a Jeep. Another one.
You're welcome.
Well, what's awesome is we actually had an opportunity to watch a couple women outdrive men today.
Yeah.
So at
That's
the
true.
sand dunes, Doug Langford, he just could not get a roost going. Save his
37
soul.
fucking times. He tried
37
cookies.
times.
He tried bringing it high on the wall, tried to bring it down low.
So he lets his wife jump in, dude, and she just rips it.
No way.
Yeah, like
Nice.
huge
Dude, like
rooster tails,
10
like
foot.
coming off the sand dune, looking like she's gonna roll, carrying her left front tire and stuff.
No way.
And then all you see is her teeth just smile. Just
That's awesome.
Everyone just
That's awesome.
erupted. And Doug was like, where the fuck did that come from?
That's awesome.
That
Yeah,
is awesome.
so it was cool.
Did you guys see, did Brinkley hit it up at all? Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
No, she didn't. She drove through the sand dunes, but she wasn't ripping in there because JP tried to destroy his JT.
That thing overheated. He
That
was
thing
like, it's at
overheated and,
250, I
like,
have to shut it off.
A geyser of freaking coolant came flying out. of
Oh,
it.
God.
Yeah. The overflow lid fell off of the tank and was like laying down.
Well,
was like, "It's
there-
hot."
Someone else broke today that nobody knows about.
Uh-oh.
JD.
Gerald's shifters on his Atlas broke, and I had to tow him back.
Oh, really?
Into town.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, wait.
Hey, Gerald.
We got
we hear
pictures.
pictures, huh?
We got pictures.
Did he break on just heading out? Was he
Yeah, while
shifting?
we were bombing out, he lost, like, the shifters were floppy jalopy.
He
Wow.
had
The
some
link
bad
is
luck this weekend, dude.
Yeah, he flopped yesterday.
He
too.
flopped
Right.
yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
we were bombing.
Not yesterday, day before.
2 days
Day
ago.
before.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're
when you guys were on
together.
Moab Rim.
Yeah. And it was not slow mo. It
No,
happened
we-
in like two. It was
Yeah,
just
we were
boom.
ripping, and there's a
Well,
huge hole in the middle.
It's like a 4-foot hole, usually full of water.
yeah.
But I know exactly which one he hit from the video.
Yeah, I
yeah.
was talking to him about it yesterday on the trail. I'm like, so what even happened, dude? He was like, I was looking down the trail for that hole.
Yes.
He just didn't
Yeah.
realize it was right there.
You go, oh, there it was. I found it, guys.
So here, the video looked like those earthquakes that you see in Japan, and then you just see cars falling off of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
freeway.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
That's how fast.
That's how
it
fast
was
it
like,
happened,
holy
dude.
crap.
Like if someone was in the vehicle without harnesses, they'd be severely hurt.
yeah, it
Oh,
went
yeah.
quick
It went fast.
and hard.
Yeah.
Long.
Fast
Oh, yeah.
Long.
His
Close.
windshield frame is completely bashed.
Well,
in.
what's funny is Andy took the picture or the video, right?
Yeah, he was in
from
my.
your Jeep, and then you posted it. I think I
Yeah.
saw it on your post, and I was like, "Oh, cool, they're on Moab." I didn't even see it in the video at first. I watched it, because on Facebook it'll just replay a couple times until it goes to the next video. So it's like replaying, and I'm just kind of like blankly staring at it, and I just see this Jeep go boop. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody roll.
Can we edit that and do like a drop in the water? Bleep.
Yeah. If you
Good.
watch it with the volume, they don't even realize it for like 6 seconds after it happened.
Yeah.
Then they're like,
Well-
"Whoa, what happened?"
Because we're doing
Yeah.
high speed stuff. So I'm not watching Gerald. I'm watching him, and then he locks on his brakes. So I look up to see what's going on, and then I'm like, I didn't even put my Jeep in drive. Or in park. It stayed in drive when I opened the door because I was worried about Gerald because it was fast. Like it wasn't like a slow tip, but
He's good.
he crushed it.
Yeah. And he wheeled it the rest of that day and
Yeah.
wheeled it yesterday
Yeah,
and
we
wheeled
did.
it today.
Yeah, he's one of the best dudes.
I got out, ran over there. He's like, "Just get me back on all four." I'm like, "All right."
He stayed in the
He
harness.
stayed in the harness.
Didn't
He
even
did
get
not
out.
get out.
In fact, while he was
Upside
on,
down.
while it was on its side, because that Jeep's for sale, I told him I'd give him $500 cash right now for it.
Sold.
While he's on his side with like puddle of water in his ear, and he just laughed it off.
Of course he did.
He's the best.
Yeah. So, is there a trail that you wanted to run that you haven't run yet? That's out here.
Great question.
I could answer that for you.
Go ahead.
You got it. You got to run Rusty Nail, man. It's a shame that
Yeah.
you didn't have a chance to do it.
I think you should go home later and we just go do it.
Call in sick.
Calling sick.
What would I do? Call myself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, boss, not gonna make it. Cool, no problem. See you
I
tomorrow.
talked to my boss. He said it was cool.
Yeah, I think, aren't they running Rusty Nail tomorrow?
No.
No.
Or Triple Threat?
No.
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 They changed it again.
What is it?
Behind the rocks.
Behind the rocks.
Oh,
High
Definitely
dive.
not going.
yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see you do a high dive.
To be honest, that doesn't
we have a good
scare
video
me.
of Will coming down.
Yeah,
high
he
dive.
lifted-
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah,
EJS.
Yeah, he lifted a tire pretty
No,
hard.
no,
on
no,
that.
not lifted a tire.
Both
like,
tires.
I almost flopped.
He
Well, you
saved
hear
it.
everyone's like, stop, stop, stop. And here's this
Hammered it.
motherfucker just go.
Well, if you do stop, you're rolling it
Yep.
there.
Yeah, when in doubt, throttle out.
Yeah. That so high dive. I'm sure it would bother me a little bit when I got up to it, but that stuff type of like that part of wheeling doesn't bother me. What bothers me, the two things was one, the heights. Like, dude, cliffhanger. You could throw a rock and count to 500 and it still doesn't hit the ground. And then this is super off camber stuff. But here, I feel like here I could go way more off camber than I could on the East Coast, just because it's so sticky. It's hard to explain. But like, for instance, that first pull in on Pritchett, where you have that rock on your side, and you are coming in super off camber, I felt pretty comfortable there. But I feel like somewhere else I wouldn't be.
But you know what's funny is you always have this picture in your head that you're, super light on one side, and you're not. You're very stable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so much of a mind fuck that you just have to overcome it and then just get through it.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the person in front of you do it, and then it's just in your head, and you just
Right.
continue on.
Yep.
Oh, heights still get me, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like Moab Rim, even Moab Rim or Cliffhanger.
My most feared moment was cliffhanger, the ledge.
The cliffhanging obstacle, or is that when you guys went all the way to the end?
No, the obstacle.
He didn't go all the way
Gotcha.
to the end.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not me. Is like
Oh yeah, that's
when
right.
the
I
cliff's
forgot.
right there, and you barely like bump up. Even though like if it's normal trail, there's no cliff, you won't be scared. But like you just bump up
Excuse
a little
me.
bit, and you're like, oh god.
That's a long way down.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of heights, so
Yeah, my first time on that trail, I was shoot, I don't remember. Also, what you guys don't know that are listening or watching, my wife's sitting off camera right now, so I'm looking at her trying to get telepathic memories. But we met up with guys from Georgia. Yeah, we met up with guys from Georgia, and they had one JK on like 40s, and then a couple smaller TJs, like on 35s, 33, 35s, right? So like I felt comfortable with my rig at that point in time, because I'm like, all right, I'm kind of in between all of these guys. That should be all right. But then I'm watching the TJs, because the TJs down that obstacle, you can get real close to the wall and then like actually turn so you're square going down the obstacle. You don't have to do that whole rocking number going down it. And the guy with the big JK come back and he's like, hey, you can't take that line because of how long you are. You have to come off over here. And I'm like, I do. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, dude. I like neutral, just on the brakes, not using any throttle, and when I had to use throttle to get forward, it was like drive neutral. I'm
gonna send it off this cliff.
It was scary, dude. But that cliffhanger is actually my most favorite trail out here, because I think it offers everything that Moab has to offer in one trail. Just with, you got some good climbs, you got some good. I think it's called the Z turn, and I think I told you this 900 times. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but there's like 3 or 4 lines up that thing, and the middle line is pretty rowdy in a JK that's on 37s or 40s. But and then there's like obvious buggy line that I don't know if anybody's ever gone up or down, but if you'd have to be in a buggy to do it, And then you got the shelf road, you got the obstacle right on the shelf or on the cliff, then you got the sweet overlook. So it's my most favorite trail that's out here to just go run. So whoever's on that trail gets a taste of everything. But yeah, dude, Rusty Nail. I wish you would have a chance to do Rusty Nail, but if you're coming back every year, you'll have a chance to do Rusty Nail.
What's your favorite part about it? Like
Rusty Nail?
Yeah.
Oh, what is my most favorite part about it? I think Rusty Nail is really fun to get into.
It's different obstacles, right? It's not.
Yeah. And
like
then
ledges
and then you have was it upchuck? No, riffraff. Riffraff it's like a 150-yard long obstacle that, once again, there's a ton of lines up it. And if you take the big boy line, it's super fun. It's not, I don't think it's that challenging. You just have to be on the line to do it. And then you go right from riffraff into no left turn. And for people that don't like heights or they don't like off camber, that is tough, because you get going down low, no left turn. isn't that bad, but then there's like 3 or 4 shelves that you have to drop off of that you're literally one tire at a time. Like your front left goes down, then your front passenger, then your rear left, and then your rear passenger. Like, so for me, like that stuff gets my heart going. That whole obstacle all the way until you're getting ready to climb back up the hill to get to Golden Spike, Gold Bar Rim.
Even before that, you drop down that step before you make that left, and that is way more off camber than no left turn.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, so right after you get off that, it's like whoop, a cliff.
Yeah.
No, but it gets my heart going, and I like it. Like I know I can do it because I've done it before. But it still gets my heart going. Like, like Chris from iDrive was telling the story, I think on the previous podcast, that like he was like literally going over a rock this big and made his co-driver get out and spot him. And so he backed him up and picked the rock up and just moved it out of the way.
He was like, this is what you were afraid of.
Yeah, go ahead.
What trail do you guys see the most carnage on?
Probably Pritchett.
Yeah, probably Pritchett.
Like most rollovers and brakes and.
Well, that's where I've seen the most damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that one year there was 60 rigs.
Yeah.
There was a lot of brakes.
Yeah, 4 or 5 different people broke different
And
parts
That
on
white
their
one
Jeep.
rolled.
Yeah, the white one almost hit me.
CJ's
Yeah, he almost hit me.
tactical off-road. Shout out.
And then the guy from, I forget what he was from, but his tie rod had just
Pitbull.
completely, who's from Pitbull?
Yeah, it was
his tie rod broke
Yeah.
on the bypass.
That's
so
a
no one could
13
take the bypass.
Yeah.
How did it break? Too much traction or?
No, it broke at the, it broke the thread.
The thread broke in the tie rod. Like, bent,
Jesus
snapped.
Christ.
Him trying to take the bypass, which was all washed out.
Yeah.
He hit something, tried to go passenger.
And he had a full XL cage too. Like
Damn.
a full XL cage. So that thing was heavier than fuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes weight's not your friend.
No.
Not out here.
That's the
I
JK.
noticed that.
That's the JK and probably the JL life that we all get to deal with is how heavy our rigs are. Like I'm gonna drive this 6,000 pound land yacht up that cliff right there. Watch me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I just hope I have enough tire for it.
Yeah.
Speaking of land yachts, did we see Diesel almost make a yard sale today?
Oh yeah.
That's 2 days in a row.
Where at?
Hashtag where's
On
dumpy?
Rock pile.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
He almost
He almost pulled a Matt
hashtag-
Loxley.
almost where's Dumpy? He sent it up, dude, and it went up and all far right.
Oh,
His
Yeah.
door flopped
no
open.
good. No good.
No, it was bad.
But JC made it up.
JC climbed up it.
Yeah.
Excited to see the footage.
You'll see it.
There's a video.
Yeah.
There's 2 different angles we have.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Someone may or may not have shared it on Facebook already.
No way.
Yeah.
It's out there. I think I shared it actually.
Nice.
You all have to
I'm
look
gonna
later.
watch it,
yeah, it was. I think JD took the video and
Yeah,
he
it was-
posted it.
It was JD.
He built that thing so good though that if he did flop it, just roll it right back over, and it's
Yeah.
race car status.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he might have some
Scratches.
fucked up half doors or body panels, but it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it off and roll it back over.
Yeah, he built the shit out of that thing, man. I was really impressed with seeing it because obviously being in Denver and you guys down in North Carolina, I can't go to the shop and check it out every day. But you know, dude, me and him talk on the phone real regularly, and so he was texting me and calling me and telling me everything he was doing.
At one
And
point,
when he stopped in Denver on his way out, dude, I was like, "Holy fuck, bro!" I was really blown away with his inner fenders that he built too for the drive.
Oh, yeah.
God, those were ghetto.
That's
Clear
custom.
fender.
Love you,
him
Diesel.
and his mom, dude.
Yeah, it worked, but just
She
super
can
ghetto.
make cookies and engineer products.
Yeah,
Artec should pick up
Way
that line.
better than
Clear inner fenders.
yeah.
Clear
window well
fenders,
covers.
yeah.
What did Chris call them? Storm.
Oh,
I can't
I
remember
don't
what he
even
said.
know.
They're storm cellar window something like that.
I don't know. I can't understand what he says half the time.
We love you, Chris.
And it might be a different, vernacular that he's using too. Who knows?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he already said that over there, aluminum is aluminium.
Aluminium.
So
Spelled differently.
yeah.
Pronounced wrong.
17.
Spelled wrong and pronounced wrong. It's aluminum.
So what about you, Will? How many pairs of jorts did you bring, or did you cut these? Because those look super short.
They keep riding up.
Sure, they do.
There we go.
Jeremy Clinton was
I
wearing those
brought-
last night.
Those
Yeah,
were
he
the
was-
ones.
No, these are not the ones.
You ain't fitting back in those.
I brought like 6 or 7 pairs.
Good grief,
I
man.
got like 20 pairs in the closet.
Why?
They're
Dude,
cheap.
it's cheap, man. You got 20 pairs. It's like
He's trying to do math.
$60 and you get like 20 pairs of jeans.
So there's one question I wanted to ask you because I think Armando was fucking with me. A couple of years ago, they told me that you were from England
No.
and you had fucked up on an obstacle because they said, oh, you know, so used to driving on the left side of the road.
Oh shit.
And so I forget who I was talking to. I was like, we're talking about your jorts. I'm like, it's probably because he's British. Like, Will's not from fucking Britain. What the fuck?
There's a joke that I'm more Mexican than Armando.
I didn't know you were Mexican.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not, but I am. At the same time.
Armando's pretty Mexican.
He's the whitest guy I know.
He's super white, but like, you've been to his mom's house,
Yeah.
like where he grew up, dude.
Rosemead,
Bro,
California.
Cholo.
Uh,
Is that
She's
that's
an
it?
amazing
Cholo?
cook.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So like
Dickies and-
Armando, you know, he's white around us. I'm not trying to be like racist or anything, but like we went to his hometown and we were driving through, like he had his
Was he
hat
just
down
a
here
different person?
and he put his seat all the way back and like people are like, "What up, Holmes?" And he's like, they start talking in Spanish.
he puts
And-
a bandana in
and
the
they're like-
back pocket.
They're like, "Who you with?" And he looks at me
Pulls out his
and he's
dickie.
like, "Dude, you're not white, okay? Like whatever you can be with whoever you want. Just don't be white. These people will kill you."
Pulls out his dickies and his knee highs and his Chuck Converse.
Yeah, you can't forget the Lokes.
Yellow bandana for sure.
So Armando and I actually grew up kind of close to each other, maybe 10 minutes away from each other. But, you know, obviously we didn't know each other back then. I took my wife, just like he took you guys to his old neighborhood. I took my wife to my old neighborhood the first time we flew back home. And it got worse from when I grew up. And when I grew up there was constant gunshots, constant police helicopters, sirens, all that shit. So we drive through my neighborhood and my wife was like, "Can we leave now?" I was like, "We fucking just got here." She's like, "Yeah, I know. Can we go now?"
And I'm
I
not
saw it.
saying
We're good.
he,
Love
I'm
you,
not
bye.
saying he grew up in a bad neighborhood. I'm just saying I was the only white person at the time. And I was so scared. Not really. It was good. Good times.
Be who you want to be, just don't be white.
Exactly.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I guess I'm just going to stay in the car then because I don't know what else to
You're
do.
like, I can't really argue
Just
with
had
that.
some of the best food of my life.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Some of the so SoCal has some really good fast food. And I'm sure he took you to quite a few places.
Yeah. And then one of the Slater's 50-50.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The
So-
50-50 burger,
Mhm.
half bacon, half hamburger.
Oh, you didn't do
Oh.
the pastrami?
No, bro.
Oh, you fucked up.
That's
You did.
50-50
You messed
burger.
up.
You should have done the pastrami.
They have a peanut butter and jelly hamburger too. JP gets that. It's super weird.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try one, but I just don't.
Ugh.
I don't have the cojones to like. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Because I don't know, like hot, warm, melted peanut butter is good. Like,
Ugh,
I'm
on
allergic to
toast.
peanut butter. Still sounds gross.
he is.
yeah, but anyway, like that's good on like a piece of toast, but I can't imagine
My
it
wife's
like
looking out for me.
on a piece of beef.
Cutest couple ever.
Look how close they're sitting to each other, too.
So we got to the house today. I jumped out of the shower and, Will's seeing someone new. And,
You got mad?
well, I come out of the shower and
Yeah,
she's
he's
sitting
mad
real
today.
close to him. And I go, and she scoots over. I sit right between them.
We have a picture.
We have a
of
good
it. We'll
picture of
post
it, actually.
later.
Yeah, it's good.
So every time I'm telling people that I'm going to go to an event, and I mentioned that you're going to be there, Travis, people say, "Don't stay with Travis."
Yeah,
Yo,
don't stay with
Do
Travis.
they elaborate?
No, and that's what pisses me off is because
like,
I
why?
want to hang out with you more often,
Yeah.
and I want to know what it is you do.
You want the cliff notes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we sure do.
I've almost been killed. I've had my finger chopped off at the tip.
What?
It's nothing crazy. Like, okay.
I mean,
It's nothing
that's-
crazy. It's just on a finger.
I cut my finger off. Nothing crazy, guys.
So-
Nothing
I
crazy.
didn't cut it. He cut it off.
long story short, like the gun to the face thing or getting beat up.
Whoa! Back up.
Is this the Detroit story that we didn't
No,
hear?
this is
No,
Louisville.
this is in Louisville.
Good grief.
So there's some people banging on the room above me, and I know it's Will above me, and I thought he was being a smart ass.
So I get
in the well, Will was banging. He was making all the ruckus.
There's a precursor to the story, but we can't.
Yeah, it's cool. So long story short, I ride the elevator up, and I pound on Will's door. Well, the door next door opens up. Well,
You're white.
I'm trying to not be racist because I'm not racist at all, but a dude the size of LeBron James,
but look like Lil Wayne.
I guess. I don't know. He had dreads. I don't know if that's
Big, tall, black.
Let me just say that his Adam's apple touched my nose when he opened the door.
All right, so here, let's back up for a second.
And he said, I said, Will peeks his head out, and I said, dude, he thinks he's funny. And he's like, you want to be funny, bro? And I was like, what are you talking about? And so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to start shit. I mean, I had my gun on me. Like, I wasn't too worried. But I walk into the elevator, dude, and our friend Jonathan Koshi's with us. Kid is in the corner shivering. I'm staying in the elevator, so here comes the dude. Follows in the elevator, the door's closed. I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Watching it all go down.
It's about to go down.
I am not opening this door right now.
You're safer inside.
So here's what happened. So the noise he heard, we got a little lover's tiff earlier that day because he left me somewhere. So I got back to the room and there's 4 of us in the room, and Travis started out like 2 floors below where he's at. He kept complaining his room smelled like pee.
It did.
Kept moving him up.
It did smell like
He got
pee.
below me. So I was mad. I'm like, I want to get this mofo back, right? I pick up the couch above my head. I take the couch above my
Slamming
head,
on the ground.
drop it on the floor. He calls me. He's like, hey, who made the noise? I'm like, I have no idea. It's my neighbors. They're loud. But I asked them, it wasn't that guy, but I asked one of the dudes that was in there. I'm like, hey, I want to make a really loud noise and I'm done. Is that cool? He's like, yeah, no problem. So I do it. Aubrey wakes up because
My daughter.
Alexis and Aubrey are with them. Alexis
I was
is
pissed. Yeah, I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
What time of day?
I was 10.
Midnight 1,
Yeah, I don't know.
something like that.
It was,
10, 12, 1.
it was dark.
Somewhere in there.
It was dark outside. That's all I really know.
Okay.
There's been I mean, it's not bad. We have fun. I mean, we still keep it.
But you
like-
almost die.
Yeah, it makes
So
sense.
I didn't almost die.
what happens with LeBron and Lil Wayne getting into the elevator? What happens?
Dude, what's funny is I was seriously, there was a point in my life where I was like, I'm about to kill somebody right now. Because I thought, the dude, no joke.
He stepped to him, dude.
Yeah, no, he was legit ready to go. He was legit
Adam's
ready to
apple
go.
touched his nose.
Yeah, he got in my face and everything. I'm like, not going to fight the dude. You know?
Probably would have
After-
lost.
I'd obviously would
Were you
lose.
were you already reaching for your firearm?
No, but I mean, it was behind me, but I was like back belt, but I was he was ready to get it.
So was that your sister?
But so what happened is, I get to my floor, the door opens up, he's sitting in the way, and I just like walk past him. Jonathan in the elevator, shivering like a wet dog, stayed in there with the dude. And I'm like, Jonathan, and the door's closing. And I'm like, dude, come. Okay. Well, and I just went to my room, went to bed. He texts me. He's like, we went down to the lobby and I just grabbed some water and that was about it.
He's probably standing
In
there
fact,
like, I'm a buddy,
the next day at the show was super slow. There's cops walking by and I was talking to the cops about the situation. They were like, dude, I would have just blasted him.
They did say that.
They said it. They were like,
said
I would have just like, as soon as he physically touched you,
when he was the aggressor.
he was, and in Louisville laws are completely different. Or like, what state's Louisville in? Kentucky. Boom.
There it is.
Kentucky law is pretty different. Like, just like Florida. In Florida, someone walks on your property, you can shoot them dead. It's crazy. Texas, same thing.
It's a castle law, right?
Yep. It's silly. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt no one for no reason.
All I know is I saw that dude. The door's cracked. I was like, Travis, you're on your own. Click.
Then
love you, bro. Bye.
The next day, he's helping me set up, picking up the pop-up tent, and he pulls the tent leg all the way out. Well, on those tents, it's such a pain in the ass to get back in.
It was a cheap 10.
So we pull out a pocket knife to try to shimmy the pocket knife and the little button, and he's holding it with his finger, and I slipped with the pocket knife and took off like a quarter of his finger, blood everywhere.
It was like just bleeding everywhere.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital in Louisville, so we went and got super glue.
Super glued it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then we have
That's how the
like
coronavirus started.
we have a couple
is.
of good like Smoky Mountain stories. Sheriff's Chief. Oh no, you didn't go to Sheriff's.
I didn't go share. Smoky Mountain was crazy.
Toledo's cool. We don't like doing anything crazy. Like what's happening right now at our house, that's about it. Like last night was great. We had Casey Curry on the back porch. We got him.
Well, seeing as how there's like one piece of drywall in between y'all.
Yep. No, everyone has a good time.
So did you learn your lesson and not holster your gun at your 6? Did you move it to your 3?
No, I'm okay with that. Pretty fast.
Really?
I'm not here to kill people for no reason.
Well,
But
no,
if shit went down. But now, I started jiu-jitsu, so I don't need no gun.
Shut the fuck up.
Yesterday he
he wants
Hey,
another chance at Little Wayne.
Yesterday he said he could choke out Jeremy Clinton.
So first of all, never said that.
I'd pay
I said-
money. I got
I
$100 all
actually-
day.
we all got money on it.
All day.
The legit question was, do you think you could choke out Jeremy Clinton? And I said, no, because you need neck exposed to choke someone out.
He's got no
His
hand
traps
in
are
that.
so big, it's impossible. Like
Yeah.
he's got like a shield. Impossible.
So
Boyce
Jeremy
Gracie
Clanton
himself
cannot be
could
choked
not
out.
choke out Jeremy Clinton.
Jeremy would
Maybe could. Probably
he
could.
would flex out of any chokehold.
Yep.
If anyone doesn't know who Jeremy Clanton is, he's just a
Solid dude.
solid
Man.
bodybuilding
Maybe.
type guy. Just
Yeah, bench pressing.
He looks a
14
little
volts.
like me, just a little bit stronger.
Not even close.
no.
Not even fucking close.
Did you guys see our photo we took on Hells?
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Right? Did you see Travis in the center?
Yeah.
It's good times.
He was jealous.
Before we go on, we need to shout out our sponsors because they're the ones that help us keep this going. And first and foremost, Krawler. We have a representative right here. Go ahead and speak on it.
Yeah, shout your company out. Homie.
Yeah, man. First of all, in my personal opinion, best suspension ever made. I mean, today that's kit made me look like a rock star. So shout out to JP. But I mean, everything we make, everything in house, American made products, lifetime warranty on all our hard parts. Can't beat it.
Right. And then additionally, we have Smoking Dave's Barbecue that's in Denver.
Way
Different
better
locations.
than the Blue Pig.
Way better than the Blue Pig that's in Moab. That place is junk.
Next time you come through Denver, let us know and we'll take you to get some real
Blue Pig was
barbecue.
pretty good.
you would
No, it
like
wasn't.
you would like
Well, we were on the trail all day. I didn't have breakfast, so that was probably it.
yeah.
You could have eaten dog shit and it would have been good.
Probably not.
And then we have HP Tuners as another sponsor. They're doing some amazing stuff over there. And High Beam Off Road. You guys
Shout
know-
out Matt
Matt
Loxley.
Hashtag where's
He
Dopey.
really wishes he
He
was.
should
he's
have been here, man.
He's been messaging me and Matt.
He's been
Or
crying.
Did we forget to do the
Yeah, we
pour,
did.
pour some out for my homies?
We're gonna pour out some water or something where
Oh.
he
For
where he-
Matt?
Yeah, where he killed
At
Duncan.
Poor guy.
No, we offered to fly him out. He turned it
Yeah,
down.
I told him I'd fly him out.
I told him he can stay in our place too.
We got
We
an extra
are-
Dude,
We're
I
ours.
have tons of room in my house.
We're not pouring anything out for him. He had a chance to
Yeah,
be
we
here.
have at least
For free.
a couple square feet of floor space in the house.
I got a bed. We got an extra bed.
So Travis made like $8,000 this weekend.
Elaborate.
All right, so
There's a
Well, hold
condo.
on.
so there's we had
Hold on.
Before we go on.
We also got Doug Langford with Outlaw Off Road. in
2 locations.
2 locations, North Carolina and Alabama. So if you guys are in that neck of the world and need anything done to make your Jeep perform, he's also a rock crawler and a high beam and a HP tuner dealer. Go check him out.
He's been with us all weekend also.
Yep, been out here too.
He
He's
can't.
why-
crushing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except
He's
for
done
he can't-
really good, except his wife's a better driver, I think.
He can't drive in the sand dunes
No.
and throw roofs at the same time.
All right, now go on. What happened? How'd you
Before
make
I can continue, I must shout out my personal sponsors.
Go ahead.
Stacked Off Road, Diesel Crimps.
Oh yeah, we love
That is my
Diesel.
crew chief. He's
Yeah.
great,
Hey,
dude.
I thought I was your crew chief last night.
Dude, that's called role playing. That's called role
my
playing.
God.
Oh,
Truth comes
That's
out.
called
It's
role-playing.
over now. I see how it is.
that was
I
the
fixed your
climax.
Jeep.
You know what?
Every
You know what's
night.
funny? Actually,
Now they're
people
fighting.
really think we are secret lovers. Like I've
I
had
believe
people think that we're really gay.
You're not?
Wait, wait, hold on.
Don't worry
Hold on. Who's top, who's bottom?
We
Adam?
mix it up.
I think Will's bottom.
Who's top, who's bottom?
So back to the house.
So you made $8,000
What
off
had
this condo.
happened, and I didn't make any extra money. Just there's people there
Lies.
staying for free.
Lies.
So it ended up. So first of all, I always stay. We usually split like it's like a rock crawler and Artec house, at least on the East Coast. Like me and Armando will always stay in a place together because he's like my personal chef.
We all have our own rooms, Becky's.
Yeah, it's perfect, right?
Someone's not sleeping in a closet.
So
Correct. Or coming
what
out of the closet.
happened was our normal group. We set up a group chat. Well, we have a group chat, but I set up a different group chat because a couple more guys from Rock Crawler are coming. So I'm like, hey, is everyone cool with this? The house, and I send the Airbnb link. Everyone's like, yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Well, I get a total for the house. I add insurance or whatever. It came out to like $2,100 for the week. Well, Artec paid half. Rock Crawler paid half. That's usually how we do it. Well, things kind of changed to where after everyone paid, well, Rock Crawler and Artec paid.
70 more people stayed in our house.
We had like another 5 or 6 people end up staying in the house.
There's
I
people
messaged
sleeping
Travis
in the
and he was just
hallway.
like, no.
Yeah,
I
And
have
closets.
no room.
yeah, we have people sleeping in. Well, the house we have, the closets are huge. So like, they're huge. I mean, there was like, you sleep. Yeah, my uncle's
the
here from
closet.
Colorado. He's
Will.
sleeping in the closet, but there are people sleeping for free. But he thinks I'm charging. Everyone thinks I'm
I'm not
charging
the only one.
everybody.
Chambo also.
Well, I did charge Chambliss. He
Even
was-
Alexis was like, hey, we're staying for free. I'm going to buy groceries tonight.
Well, shout out to my daddy JP for paying the bill.
Love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad. But yeah, I mean, I didn't make any money.
Except for $8,000.
Except for
Just a
$8,000.
smooth 8,000 off the top. Other than that,
Look, I got to
no
buy
money made.
axles somehow.
Oh, he has to buy another Jeep.
I'm
now when
surprised
he
my
goes home.
axles held up the way they did. I gave
Yeah.
my Jeep some hell.
Yeah, but the thing is, you were careful with the throttle.
And I was really just worried about my rear. The front, those RCVs are
The
awesome.
front broke every night, so we fixed it all 3 nights.
Not
Just the
axles,
steering.
just steering.
Yeah.
The steering.
As long as
It's
you don't,
bad.
as long as you don't hammer the throttle on those axles, you'll be fine.
Oh, there was some hammering.
Finesse.
One of the things that I regret is because they wanted me in front, right? So it was Gerald, him, then me. And I felt like, and I might be wrong, but a lot of stuff, I was already up and I looked around. I was like, damn, there's no media. So like, what was that last obstacle? The rock
Rock pile.
the rock
Oh,
pile.
where you took out your fender?
Yeah. Well, it would have made great content.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That me going up that would have been perfect content.
You could have waited.
I heard it and saw you jump and hit the rock.
Oh,
with
yeah,
your
I
fender.
got
I
it.
was like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah, I saw all kinds of dust.
We were still at Axel Hill. Getting up
Yes.
Axel Hill.
Oh man.
Like,
By the time
we
you
had to,
get
we had to
there,
winch
like,
Armando.
yeah.
You were doing that when Armando broke.
Yeah, when I finally got up, some people walked up to me like, "Armando's broken. You might have to back down." I'm like, I am not backing down. I'll call in a Chinook.
We'll just carry it out.
We'll get a
Yeah.
Chinook.
Use
to
that
pull-
$8,000 you got for the Chinook.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does not
Look,
deny it.
Damn COVID. There's no show, so I'm not making any money. Need to make money somehow.
Dude, by the time Armando broke, we started messing with that. I was like, I'm done. We're just getting out. Like, let's just go.
So he bailed on us.
Oh,
No,
so it's
I
Will's
wasn't
fault.
the only one that bailed.
You and Gerald?
And Armando.
And
Gerald
Cha-
has-
He was
Chambliss, too.
broken.
And Chambliss.
No,
No,
Chambliss.
Chambliss
No,
was
Chambliss
off
did.
the bus.
Chandler stayed. I followed him out.
Yeah, he was with us.
Hey,
Just-
listen.
Dude,
if
I was
I didn't go,
bombing it out of
if I
there.
It's
didn't
just
go,
diesel overheated on the way out, so we all stopped, and those guys didn't know because
Also,
They were
just kept
Baja
going.
racing and left us behind.
You can't let someone go by themselves. If I didn't go, Gerald would have been still out there. I'd told him.
Someone would have found him on our way out.
True.
He might have been sitting there pissed off, but someone would have found him. There were 30 other people coming out behind
And
him.
I said for you to come, and you
So
just stayed.
you can't say me or Will, but I want to hear your threes MVPs of the weekend so far.
You and Will.
I'm gonna go with JP in the Gladiator.
Gladiator,
One,
yeah.
he's the best spotter I've ever met, especially here. Right? Anytime he's like, just go, do it.
Dude,
You got it.
He
Go.
has the ability to make you so comfortable.
Yep.
Like I was on Rocker
Yeah.
Knocker, and I'm doing the grandpa slide, and
Crab walk.
yeah, and I can like flick the rock. I'm like so off camber, and he's like, "Dude, you're perfect." Wasn't worried at all.
Yep.
Looked at pictures and was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, you reach out and smack the ground next to you.
I feel bad because I feel like the tranny issues he's having were from us the other night.
Yeah, when you guys were hammering up and down the
Hashtag
road.
burnouts.
No, it was on a closed race course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally illegal.
Totally legal, closed race course, no spectators, just hammering it out.
Getting pasta J's.
All right, Gabe.
Yeah, I got to go with JP also.
You can't pick the same one.
Oh, you can't?
Nope.
All right.
Everyone's got to have their own MVP.
Okay, here's one. Chris Meehan. When Armando broke, he kind of took the lead and helped out with that recovery, with the winching and everything else. If it wasn't for him, he probably would have, we would have been there a little bit longer, I think.
Yeah, and it was making Armando feel a little bit more comfortable
Right.
because you're in a really shitty position up there.
Yeah. That was a bad spot
Yeah.
to break.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris didn't break.
Right.
Yeah,
So
shout out.
that's like an MVP.
That's
bonus.
a scratch and
That's a
assist
bonus,
sticker.
yeah.
And he
44s.
voluntarily winched up that hill because he knew he was going to might have had some issues.
Scared shitless is what it was.
Yes, I agree.
No, I'm just kidding.
He
was
winched up
smart.
Axel
That
Hill
was
also?
a smart
Yeah.
move.
yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely was.
He
Definitely
watched
Yeah.
Armando break and he didn't want to do the same
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's why they call
Well, no,
it
he
Axel.
made up his mind before Armando broke to winch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He gave it hell in the sand.
Listen,
dunes.
it's not called Axel Hill for no reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
There's a
eats 'em.
reason it's called Axel Hill.
right.
I agree.
Mondo knows.
So for me,
Mondo
I
knows.
mean, since I can't, JP would definitely be at the top of my list, and Chris as well. But I actually got, I got three that I'll run through real quick because Gerald Lee was taking the lead when JP wasn't there, and so basically as soon as JP walked up, Gerald Lee would go enjoy his day. But then Sean West, always willing to jump in and help.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was on your
That's a-
Jeep
that's
the
a good
second
call.
you broke.
Yeah, super awesome.
He was willing to help out. And then only because he's one of my most favorite people in the industry, Diesel. Diesel always makes my
Yeah.
MVP list. The dude just went ham building his fucking Jeep, and this is his shakedown run, and he's giving it everything.
Yep.
Yep.
And the dude's killing it.
The
So,
passion he has is unmatched pretty much by anyone else.
yeah.
But his passion is twofold. One, wheeling, and two, just having fun.
Yes.
No, yeah. You can't be in a bad if he's in a good mood and you're in a bad mood, it's impossible to stay in a bad
you
mood.
can't
Right.
not smile when you're talking to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called him all bummed out, like, I don't know, 2 months ago maybe. And he picks up the phone. I'm like, hey, what's up, D? And he's like, oh, I'm just watching a movie with DJ and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool, man. And I'm just like kind of like working my way into the conversation to say what I want to say. He's like, man, I got to get my fucking life together. He's like, I need to move out of this trailer. And I'm like, fuck, man, this isn't why I called you.
I'm the one bummed out. Okay, I need your help.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, fuck, man, a little role reversal here. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Diesel always makes the top of my list of people that, work their ass off for everybody else on the trail. And he does it, just like Gabe was saying, he does it in different ways, man. You can't, like you just said, you cannot be around him and not have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And he-
impossible.
Yeah.
He killed it on Rocker Knocker Day.
Yes,
Dude.
you
Oh,
are.
Yeah.
Killed
crushed it.
Killed it.
For a guy that can't
Killed it.
feel his feet at all,
Yeah.
like
Dude, killed
one
it.
of the best off-road drivers out there.
Yeah.
Plus knowing he can't feel his fucking feet.
I mean, he's so in tune with his Jeep. And like when I'd be at the shop, we'd be pulling weight late nights, working
Yeah.
on whatever, hanging out. He said he was going to take that line on Rocker Knocker. He told me at least like 10 times.
He told me that last year at EJS. He's like, I'm going to be on 1 tons next year, and I'm whole shotting that shit right up the middle.
He did.
So
it.
when we were rolling up there today, I'm like,
Ripped it.
what line are you gonna do? He's like, man, I don't know. I'm like, well, you better whole shot it right up the fucking middle because that's what you told me.
And he did it.
Yeah, he did.
He did it. One shot.
First
boom.
shot, yep.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Gerald a couple years ago when he was sending that 4-door JK all the way to the top.
All 4 tires off the ground.
Yeah.
I think Diesel got all 4
Yeah.
off the ground too.
He
He
did.
really?
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
have to
he
go back
like
to the
bunny
video.
hopped the first ledge, landed, and wheelied to the second ledge.
Wow.
It was fucking
It is
crazy.
nuts.
So speaking
Yeah,
of
I'm
that
good.
obstacle, Lauren Healy in his IFS
Fun
Ford Ranger.
ever.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Super
And
cool.
I can't wait to show people that video because no one's going to believe an IFS went up the middle like that.
Or Ford Ranger, the new one. Like,
Right.
Who's gonna believe that,
Yeah.
right?
You
Yeah.
see the
Well,
dash on that
when you
thing?
put Lauren Healy's name in front of it,
Yeah.
then it becomes believable.
That dude
Yeah,
could,
then you're like, oh, yeah. Okay,
that dude
I
could
get
drive
it.
a Toyota Corolla up that thing.
Yeah.
I believe it.
He's a beast.
He had a little bit of trouble on Son of Rockpile, but I mean, who wasn't?
Yeah.
He still made it up
He still made
without
it out.
winching.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think there was quite a few clean runs today. There was just Chris, Armando, and
Chris Olivius.
Chris, yeah, the 3 winches, and that was it all day.
Yep.
Pretty clean.
Well,
For that many rigs.
JD had to be winched at the top of Axel Hill because he just got on a bad line and we couldn't get him
Oh.
worked back.
Will
over.
had to winch.
Oh yeah, Will winched. I watched
Oh,
that
that's
whole
right.
thing.
Not today.
Yes,
They
you
did.
did.
Then
On
she went
Pritchett? No.
You didn't winch at the top when you got turtled?
on Axel
no,
Hill.
that was on. Dude, that was more. That was on Cliffhanger.
No. That was yesterday. I'm talking today. You
He
didn't
didn't
have
pulled
to
winch
winch
at
at
the
the
pulled
top?
winch all weekend, dude.
You're so full of shit.
Pulled winch all weekend.
Oh, I didn't winch today on Pritchett.
Okay. I thought when you got up Chewy at the top and you were turtled back and forth.
No, I got up there without the winch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
My
didn't
bad.
pull winch on
That
that.
was-
Yeah,
that
he
one's
did,
on
he,
me.
He did a couple of turns and finally got up.
Yeah. No, but I did have to winch on Cliffhanger at Gatekeeper.
Yeah, you
Because-
almost flopped it.
Yeah, I did.
Close.
Well, you
dude.
just
Because
hopped
listen-
and slid over.
Once you commit, you can't stop. That's a perfect example. I stopped, and then the whole Jeep just slid sideways.
He's got the best
His
sound
wife's
effects.
screaming. His wife's like, "Oh my god, we're gonna flip." I'm like, "No, we're not. We're good. We're just gonna stay here for a sec." Gerald grabbed the winch. We were good, but yeah,
Snatched you up.
yeah, it's like a personal goal of mine to never winch on Pritchett.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last time we never winched on Pritchett, I left Moab and went and bought a JK.
Yeah, he came out here with me when I was filming, and since I'm filming, we're just back and forth in the driver's seat, and he was just all about it. He got home that weekend and was like, "Yeah, I'm shopping for a JK."
Yeah. Well, we had been wheeling the piss out of my XJ. The Unibody
Yep.
finally said, "Okay, we're done with this hardcore bullshit." And I was like, "Oh, his Jeep has AC and heated seats, and it's a lot quieter, for the kiddos." So
And we
Yeah.
cleaned that too.
Yeah.
That didn't. There's no winching involved that time.
Nope. good time.
So, what's next?
Party.
Party. We got
We got a
Rock
party,
and
and
roll.
we got a party that we're an hour late to.
Well, yeah, that's because it's your fault.
If someone didn't eat at the Blue Pig,
It's all right. Okay.
You know what I really want to do next, which I've never done, is wheel in Colorado, like Holy Cross.
You have an open
Alright.
invite.
let's go, dude.
I've
Open
never
invite.
been to Colorado. I don't want to.
We got plenty of beds and houses and
Trailers and
Trailers
trucks
and
and
tra-
whatever
we
you
got all
want, dude.
sorts
Let's
of
go.
shit.
Yeah.
You come too, Travis.
Unfortunately,
I'm down, dude.
unfortunately,
Bring
you
diesel.
can't do those trails till
Yeah,
like
sure.
July or
Yeah,
further.
it's same
Be-
with us in Salt Lake.
Well,
You
right
know,
now there's 4
yeah.
foot of snow on the trail.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
wheeling.
I mean, you are, but you're, it's just bashing
yeah.
snow the entire
Yeah.
time.
I'm good.
Believe it or not, I got a Jeep show. First one of the year.
Where at?
Panama,
Whoa.
Oh,
Florida.
yeah.
Maybe.
No, it's
Possibility.
100%. It's set in stone. They got their insurance. They got permits. It's gonna be insane because like
Everyone's gonna show up.
everything's
Yeah,
been canceled. Like all the shows in this like Jeep Beach, all of it's been canceled. So that's gonna be nuts.
So for us, next is our big next event is Crawl America in Missouri at S'more
Well, for all of us.
for all of us. Yeah. I didn't mean to isolate myself.
I mean, you could
Well,
go.
no,
I'll stay home.
I'm isolating. I'm isolating myself. I get to go run CrawlCon.
That's
oh,
right.
That's gonna be epic.
We're doing that.
Are you?
Yeah,
You're going to?
We'll be there.
Nice.
He's
You might have a
filming.
surprise guest too that I heard a conversation 2 days ago go down.
Who'd you hear it from?
It
won't be a surprise if he tells you.
I can't let the cat out of the bag, but his face is on like
Milk bottles?
beer cans.
Gas stations.
Oh, yeah. That's some good beer.
That is good beer.
I got you.
I don't drink beer, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Good.
about.
Too damn bad.
We'll leave it to your imagination.
He won't be there.
Yeah, I won't be there. It's just going to be.
I
Adam.
heard. I heard he was going to be there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be nuts. It's gonna be fun. I've only wheeled like half the Rubicon, so I've never done the full.
I want to do it again because the first time I did it, it was kind of an issue for me because the people that I went with were very slow. It took us way too long to get out there, and we couldn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to.
And he was on Nittos.
Yeah, and that was on
Bro.
those. Well, no, so here's
That's the best tire on the market.
the
dude.
sidewalls on the 35s. I was on
Shit.
35s
With
at
the least
time.
amount of wins,
The most?
Least.
least.
The only problem that I had was the sidewalls. I brushed up against a tree trunk that was sticking out. It wasn't sharp, and it punctured it.
Mm.
And then the other thing that I had an issue with out there was I got married. On
Big
the-
problem.
You have an
on the
issue with
trail.
that?
Well,
problem.
only because I couldn't.
You might want to rephrase that.
He couldn't wheel
I couldn't.
because he got married.
No, I couldn't do the things I wanted to do because I wanted to make sure that we made the trail all the way through.
Yeah.
And it was always in my mind that we had to stop at a certain point and kind of exchange vows and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So once everyone was on an obstacle, I was like, okay, well, this would probably be a better time than any. And Jennifer and I walked this scenic overlook, and we had our own private little ceremony.
Yeah.
But again,
That's pretty cool though.
yeah, it was
Super cool.
fun. It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, because it saved us a boatload of money,
Yeah.
How much money?
a lot. Because
Like
Boatload.
$8,000.
Like $8,000 probably.
8,000.
but the whole time I'm thinking in my head, I've got to get married on this trail, and I just, my mind wasn't right. When you're wheeling, you have your mind on you're focused on what's going on, and I wasn't focused on wheeling. I was just focused on
Tell me about it.
I'm getting married.
I'm always focused on Will when I'm wheeling.
Listen, you gotta come wheel with Gerald and I. Then you'll see everything at a fast pace.
In 20 minutes.
20 minutes done.
Well, as soon as my Jeep is done, yeah, because I'll be able to scoot along with you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have some 6 suspension.
Nice. Rock
The
crawler.
best.
Yep.
So who's all going with you guys to CrawlCon? Everybody?
No, just Armando and I probably.
Nice.
Unless the Toyota event that I'm supposed to go to doesn't get canceled, then I'll be going.
Well, I'm going
that
to air
one.
this out now. I am going to be seat surfing for that event. So
I usually have an open seat.
be prepared because I think Diesel's picking up his buddy in Reno, and he's going to co-pilot with Diesel. So I guess I was just going to go out there for the rock crawler guys, but I guess I'm going out there for the rock crawler and Artec.
You
guys.
need to ask Diesel to take you to the strip clubs that he used to work at.
No thanks. I don't want
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah, pass. I don't want to be sitting there like kind of enjoying myself and be like, and a throwback from back in the day, Diesel, you're on stage too, because I'll have to just fucking leave.
Yeah, especially if he bends over, shows his asshole again.
Yeah, I don't.
Kiwi.
I've already seen it.
Kiwi.
No kiwi patch.
I've
Yeah,
got to
it's
show you
fucking
guys
gross.
the unedited version of that.
I've
video.
seen it.
You did? Oh, that's right. I showed it to you.
In high
Where,
def.
where were we?
I don't know, but it was on my phone.
Oh,
and I
Doug
showed it to you.
Langford's open house.
Yeah, yeah,
We went to dinner and you showed me.
yeah.
That's fucking gross.
Probably the wrong time to show you.
It was
Yes.
okay. I didn't even get my food anyway.
That's true. Or your drink.
Yeah, I ordered. So everyone orders. I ordered a drink and food. Everyone gets their drinks. I didn't get a drink yet. Everyone's food came out. I didn't get my food yet. I'm like,
Dude, he has the worst luck with servers.
bro, the
And-
bartender like cussed me out. I was
bartenders,
like, we're in Utah. And I'm not gonna go there, but Utah's laws, I guess, about alcohol.
He's the worst serve. They hate him. I don't know why. But
Because I
worst
could
service.
outserve them. That's why.
They think he's Amish and he has to work for his food.
Maybe.
Bad joke.
Well, the Amish work for their food, don't they?
Don't we all work for our food?
Well, they grow it, and that's what I mean.
Well, everybody grows food.
I don't grow my own food.
See, he's backpedaling.
Yeah.
I know someone else.
The trick about the Amish though is they
About
do-
$8,000.
the trick with the Amish shows they do it with the lights off.
Do they really?
Well,
Do you
they-
what
They
with the
don't have
lights off?
electricity.
Oh, that's right.
Everything.
I do it with the lights off anyway because I don't like looking at my belly button. What?
I think Will liked
Like,
your belly
Will
why
button.
are you
says-
looking at your belly?
He was looking
Are you
at your
talking about
belly
when you
button right
masturbate? You don't want to look at your belly
All of
button?
it, all of the above. The correct answer is D.
Because I think with your lady, you probably want to look at her.
Yeah, but my belly, I see my belly button.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Next.
Next time, I'll probably be like, "Fuck, you do just see your
I'll
belly
send
button."
you a video. I'll send you a video tonight, and you'll understand.
You definitely ain't getting any tonight, dude. She's pissed at
Dude,
you.
they probably rolled your Jeep off Hell's Gate because they have not messaged me back yet. So,
the Forerunner. They have,
or the Forerunner.
You have the blue Forerunner?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
man.
down here right now.
So
Well, we got a party to go to.
yeah,
So
let's
We
go
do.
party it up and go enjoy the rest of Moab.
who's at that party anyways? Do you know?
Everyone.
Everybody.
It's at our sick house.
Do you know
Yeah,
who
you
we
guys
are?
drink too much. There's definitely closet space.
Do you guys want to
available.
come over?
Yeah.
We were already
We are
invited
going
by
to
your
come
daddy.
over.
For free.
Well, first of
Except
all,
for the
JP
people that
doesn't
paid.
run shit in that house. I do. But you guys
You
can
tell
definitely
that
come
to
over.
Daddy and see what he
He's going to
says.
hear this podcast.
Shit. He definitely runs shit.
He runs the shit out of him.
Hey, the other night.
Actually,
when we were going
I
home-
owe him. I owe him some shit because we're up. He probably doesn't want this to be public, but it's hilarious. So
Who cares?
brand new, $80,000 truck. I got a Ram 3500. We're throwing a lift on it up at Krawler last weekend,
Mhm.
and he had some.
Is this your truck?
Yeah, my new sexy Ram.
And
With
it's a
your
nice
Harbor Freight jack stands?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think one of his employees ran out to get bigger jack stands because he knew that they don't do many dually lifts there. I mean, something that
A lot of Jeep and Toyota stuff.
yeah,
Let's get it's pure performance lift kits
yeah,
for the Rams.
yeah, pure performance Ram kits, and he has it on the jack stands, and you know JP's such a stand up dude. Like he has a full staff. Like that place is a well-oiled machine, and there's like 40 people working there. He wanted to be the one who installed the lift, which was super dad-like of him. But
Thanks, Dad.
thanks, Daddy. So we go to lunch. We come back, and my truck is nosedived on the shop floor. Jack stand dropped out underneath it.
I saw the video.
Yeah.
But it was like,
What? Even though it was a Harbor Freight jack stand, I think is so they have that truck has the automatic air ride in the rear, and I think because there's so much pressure on the rear end, the airbags tried to inflate while we were gone to lunch, which caused the jack stand to kick out. But whatever.
Yeah, I need to finish my Jeep because it's currently sitting on Harbor Freight jack stands.
So
it has been for a year and a half.
It's yeah, the recall are the new ones.
Okay.
Yeah, yours aren't new.
You're
Neither
safe,
are mine.
dude. Imagine if someone was under there.
I use 2x4s.
He does use 2x4s.
Of course you do.
Sounds like a Will thing to do.
I've heard of him needing to adjust arms on a lift, so he'll stick a fucking 2x4 underneath the Jeep, lower the lift down so the 2x4 is supporting the weight of the Jeep, and then move lift arms.
So what happened with the M80?
Oh God. So I was doing something similar to what Travis just described. Super sketch. It was on the Forerunner, and Jeremy, our head designer, threw an M80 at me while I was doing it, and I didn't know, and it blew up, and I was like, I thought, dude, I'm scaredest I've been in my life. Life flashed before my eyes. I was
The
like,
shop
this vehicle-
floor was then wet.
Yeah.
Wait, before I forget, name all the guys at Artec that are behind the scenes that no one really knows because from the sounds of it, they listen to this podcast quite a bit. So give them a quick shout out.
It's on the spot. So we got Jeremy Evans, our head designer. We've got Jeremy Sherman, our production manager. He's a rock star. He makes everything happen. He runs a well-oiled machine. Corbin, our amazing welder. Casey, who loves grinding all our products. He's awesome. Nick, our shipping manager.
Who's in charge of...
Jeremy, we call him J3. He'll know J3. He's in shipping. He's awesome. He makes sure everybody's orders get out. There's quite a few new guys that I don't know.
Who's in charge of my rock sliders?
That'd be me.
God, you suck, dude.
They haven't shipped yet.
Next week.
So
Or the week
this has
after.
been going on for like 4 years.
Who's Who's in charge of my control arms? I mean,
Me.
if we're just doing call outs.
What do you need?
What control arms? Oh, from Rock Crawler?
Yeah.
What do you
You
need?
think our lead time's bad? Let's talk about your guys' lead time.
Well, I mean, the state was kind of shut down for a bit, so it's tough. And it's also tough when you're such high demanded product. Like, I understand, you have a small lead time. It's okay. Our demand is so high, it takes a while to pump stuff out, Everyone wants our
the difference.
product. Dude, we have semi trucks leaving with product every single day.
Pumping them out.
Can you believe that?
That's awesome. This is good for you guys.
Yeah, it's super. To me, it blew my mind how much stuff leaves that place. Like when I go to visit, and there's forklifts filling up semi trucks with pallets of product. You wouldn't realize how many Jeeps are throwing suspensions on. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
No
Well,
idea.
it's the best product out there. It's what they know and what they buy.
Well, what'll happen is someone will buy a different product, be unhappy with it, and then come back around.
I always tell people just buy it the right time, the first
Yeah.
time.
Buy once, cry once.
You have no
That's
You know
it.
what's funny? It's always Synergy or Metal Cloak that they buy first, realize they made a mistake,
No comment.
and then buy Rock. I'll comment all the fucking time
Yeah.
because
We see it all the time.
we
Yeah.
see it all
Oh,
the time.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is I'll be at a show, and I remember faces really well. I'll be at a show. I'll have a guy come up to me. They'll want a quote. And be like, "Oh, I got this quote from brand A, and you're $800 more for something comparable." And I'm like, "Well, it's really not comparable. Let's go over the specifics. Like our DOM's way thicker. Our joints 10 times as strong. More misalignment in the joints." Better shock, everything out the door, right? Well, they end up going, and they're still spending $1,800, $2,300 on a suspension. Next year, pull up that quote you gave me. Let's do this.
It is now more expensive, sir.
Yes.
No, I mean it's more expensive.
tax.
Oh no, it's not that. It's. I feel bad for the customer because even though I can sit and spend hours with them and explain what the differences are, they wasted their money.
Yeah.
It happens to us, belly pans, all the time.
We see it. I mean, I just had a thread about tires.
Are you
We see
beefing
it-
with any belly pan company or something?
All of them in China.
No comment. Plead the fifth.
But I've had that same argument about belly pans too. And I always tell them, if you don't
Dude, I
have Artec,
slammed my belly pan. My
Everybody
uncle, I feel
on
bad
the
for my
run
uncle.
today
He was like,
had-
oh, slamming the belly pan. I'm like, dude, it's fine. Artec belly pan.
Yeah.
It's perfectly, everything's good.
it's saved me many times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't run one
Yet.
I have steel. It's not aluminium.
I have the sweet
Aluminum.
Artec cross member.
Nice.
I have one of those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But we do see a lot of stuff fail quite a bit because we're constantly filming. So, it's just when I see people buy inferior product and I tell them, hey, listen, if it's not too late, return it and I'll tell you why. And they don't. I'm like, all right, fine. Have fun breaking. Because
Yeah.
it's going to fucking break.
Perfect example. So JP, he's a mastermind. And if someone ends up topping up something that we make, he will scrap it and redo it. So he always wants to be the best product possible.
Yeah.
That's why we're constantly evolving, I mean, like with our X2 stuff, where we cut off the rear shock mounts, I watched so many people get hung up on rear shock mounts today. And,
Should probably cut those off.
Yeah.
See, so I have
I looked
coilovers.
at yours, I was like, what the heck, man? Does he not run shocks? I realized, hey, he's got coilovers.
Yeah, no shocks. Just
Oh.
coil. But the mounts are still there.
Yes.
Hanging down like 6 inches
wait, you
below
have
the
your mount there?
But I have coilovers
Oh, man.
on the top of the axle.
They're just hanging there. I was like, it took me a second to realize what was going on.
Yep.
If it was a JL, you could just hammer the bracket off. You don't even need to grind it. I'm not even kidding.
Awesome.
I'm dead serious.
What about your sway bar bracket that you put a?
Oh,
Hydro
steering
assist.
stabilizer bracket.
No,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hey, hey, take it easy on the ragging on the
Well-
sway bars.
I don't even run sway bars, so
That's
For
my
the
point.
well, for the record, For the record, when I called and asked them for the bracket, that's what I got sent. And then when I received it in the mail, I asked if this was going to work, and I was told yes.
Who was it?
Not
No
s-
comment.
Pleading
not-
the fifth.
I'm not saying anything. It doesn't need to be said, but it did cause an issue. It got fixed, and it broke again. And then
And then it got fixed, and then you wheeled Pritchett all day.
yeah,
Well, it broke.
We re-engineered it.
I broke it on Hell's, and he broke it on
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger,
I almost broke my wrist.
and then we fixed it last night.
Grandpa's Garage. Huge
Yes,
shout out to Grandpa's
yes,
Garage.
Grandpa's amazing.
Dude, I mean, the guy is
His
Legend.
if you look at any of the hoods and
Bro,
stuff he's got on the wall,
so cool.
our signatures
I
are all over
actually,
those.
one of the to-do things if you come to Moab for the first time, just stop in. Bring the dude a case of beer. He likes Natty Light. It's like a museum.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's epic.
We had nowhere else to go, and we called him. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yep, come by, fix
It
it."
was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night working on the Jeep. He's just sitting there drinking beer.
So here's a question for you because you're an EGS vet. Do you prefer our makeshift memorial memorial Jeep Safari over Easter Jeep Safari?
Yes.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
Yeah. We were
sure.
talking about it today. I was like, I
All
don't even want
day
to come to
long.
EJS anymore. This was awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
EGS, 12 years ago was awesome, but slowly over the years,
Did you
it's
say
just got-
12?
Yeah.
So he was like 5.
Yeah.
But slowly just got more and more crazy. So there's just so many people,
Yeah. And there's
And-
more and more noobs because the jail.
which is
and-
good, right?
yeah,
But
of course.
Shows product.
Sometimes,
I'm cool with the noobs. I'm a noob.
But sometimes they're a nuisance and you have to have the patience to work with them.
here's the difference. When we're trying to do media, it's not fun being on trail for 13 hours,
Right.
like we were on Pritchett that one time.
Right.
Because of EJS. Compared to like today, where it's like, 4 or 5 hours, we're done with Pritchett.
Mm-hmm.
Got all the media we needed and we're done.
Mhm.
Way better than sitting on trail for 13 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like you got to split it up and just come wheel with the noobs. That's what you get, and then do media a different time. But who's gonna be all here at one time?
It's also good for the people who aren't experienced to be able to wheel with you guys.
Yeah. It's a
Like-
huge draw.
You have no idea what that means to a lot of people.
Sorry, we're getting comments from the peanut gallery if anybody heard that.
I thought something completely different was happening over there.
Go, Unc.
Just yes. Air 5.
This dude, I was like, "Hey, it's your first time. We're just gonna throw you in. Let's go, run hells, keep up.
It's a good warm up.
You're gonna learn how to wheel quick."
Get your feet
Well,
wet.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think I did this week?
About an
A
8.
whole week.
An 8.
I'd give you. I mean, dude, you crushed it today.
You
Thanks.
did crush it today.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
a scale. I think it's a pass or fail, and you passed.
You passed.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Which I told you, I was like, "Hells, man, you kept up. You're good. You
because
passed."
because there's certain things that you can't help, like that bracket. You know.
Yeah.
He didn't break the bracket on Hills. I did.
Well, no, but
Thank God he did, because if that
Yeah,
broke on Pritchett, it would have been
yeah.
a different story.
But my point is, there's some things like that you just can't help,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and the rest of it is the driver. So
Yeah. And
That's off to
originally, they were like, "Hey, don't just run fins." I'm like, "No, like that's not a way." To
Yeah, when we
test
pulled
your
in-
vehicle. Like it's too easy.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, we're gonna go do Hells, so you learn like quick, fast. It's not Hells isn't necessarily hard, but it's harder than fins and things.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Hells gives you, here's my perspective. Hells gives you those, holy shit, but wow, that was easy.
And if you break, you're close.
It changes your mentality.
Yeah, you're not 4 hours deep somewhere.
it's a shitty recovery, but you're still close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've had a great weekend with you guys, and this is why I like Easter Jeep Safari, and skipping the craziness and the madness and the crowds to just be able to come and hang with you guys, like that's all of you, not just the guys I get to see every couple days, but you guys too, but all of us. Yeah, dude, this is a way better format in my opinion.
Yeah.
way better.
Like I love EJS. It's just it's so huge now.
Yeah.
It's gone. I don't want to say out of hand. It's just gotten. What's the word I'm
Just
looking
big.
for?
Big,
Crowded.
crowded.
I'd rather take 25 Jeeps through Pritchett than 65.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very much more manageable.
Yes.
Dude, that day I took like it's hot. 13 hours on trail is not fun. It's not what you come here to do.
Neither is 30.
Oh God.
We're not going to mention that. No one mentioned
Let's
it.
not talk
So,
about that.
yeah, let's just keep going.
Well,
New phone, who dis?
we should wrap this up and get to that party though.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Party,
Yeah, let's
fellas.
go rage.
Yeah.
Well,
You're gonna see why you don't stay in the house with me.
Down.
Well, thank you guys
Let's go.
so much for coming on with us today, and it's been a pleasure being with you all weekend. And I know Travis, you're boogieing quick tomorrow, but I can't wait to get back on the trail with both of you. Are you staying tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here
Okay,
till
cool.
Monday.
Cool. Well, Will, I'll take that back, Travis.
For sure,
I
dude.
can't wait to
Definitely.
get back on the trail with you.
We'll definitely make plans soon.
Cool. We'll make it happen. Come to South Dakota in September. We'll show you real.
Dude, that
real
would be dope. Like, actually, that's my favorite kind of wheeling. Like, rock garden-y, technical, slow.
Yeah.
Like, here's a hill, floor it.
It's not
That's
like
the
that.
Tennessee style.
South Dakota is a lot like it's a mix of West Coast wheeling and East Coast wheeling because it does get wet there,
Mm-hmm.
and it acts similar to the Southeast.
Yeah, it's what I like.
But you need, big flex. all that
I got
kind of
it.
stuff. Yeah. I know.
Actually, one of the coolest moments of the weekend was we were on. I know we got to go, but we were on Moab Rim, and I'm way up front with Casey Curry, and the guy in front of me, I was following him. Obviously, he did a small short line, and Casey's like, "No, come this way." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." He's like, "All right, dude, you're gonna lift a tire here." Don't lift tires. Like, holy shit, that thing can flex. I was
Yeah.
like, I know a guy.
No guy.
There's
Man.
several guys.
But anyway, as I was saying, thank you guys so much, and thank you to all the listeners that support us, either listening to us or watching us. And if you want us to, continue to produce good content and get these podcasts out, please share this with your friends, family, your neighbor, your dead uncle, whatever you need to do. Just get it out there, and then head over to crawl5280.com and check out the swag we have on there. And another good thing to do is support the companies that support us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.